today's episode of Spirit of Innovation Arts Across America, allies are opening doors for neurodivergent creatives.
They really do elevate any project that they become part of.
Plus, see how TERI Campus of Life in San Marcos, California creates opportunities for people of all abilities.
Every individual has value.
Tabletop gaming and a fantasy-themed menu create a welcoming hangout. And in Community Moment, we learn how public schools ensure the best education for their special ed students. Spirit of Innovation Arts Across America, award-winning TV show with your hosts, Diane Strand and Scott Strand, the co-founders of JDS Studio and nonprofit JDS Creative Academy, bringing together award-winning programming with education and training. This cross-collaborative production brings you impactful stories, creative voices, and good-to-know Southern California information you need to know. Spirit of Innovation Arts Across America starts now.
Welcome to Spirit of Innovation Arts Across America. So far this month, we've celebrated Passover and Easter and even experienced a few April showers.
Welcome to spring, everyone. April is also Autism Acceptance Month, where we celebrate neurodiversity, promote inclusion, and create spaces where individuality shines. One area that acceptance is growing in is the media and entertainment industries. Here's more.
Studies show that while 15 to 20% of the global population is neurodivergent, between 18 to 50% of people in creative industries have neurological differences. Many are drawn to these jobs for their flexibility, problem-solving opportunities, and ability to use their strengths like hyperfocus and divergent thinking. With so many people with autism wanting to work in media and entertainment, Spectrum Laboratory was started by filmmaker Jason Weisbrod and musician Garth Herberg in 2015 when they saw a need that they could fill.
I had been working in the autism field for other nonprofits and different people for many years, 10 years prior. I was in LA and Garth and I looked around and we're like, how are there no opportunities in Los Angeles for autistic talent to have an agent or to go out on auditions or to create portfolios or resumes or reels?
Spectrum Labs now has over 100 students who are learning acting, film, voice acting, and music. Last year, they established Spec Lab Studios to bring in more work for their neurodivergent artists.
Clients have come to us for all different types of projects. We did some animation for a film. We do music scoring for companies like Exceptional Minds. We've done scoring for. We did score for their Sesame Street animation they did. There's a really cool app called Speech Kingdom. I think like 15 or so or 20 of our voice actors have gotten paid work doing voices for this app. We've done some pilots, filmmaking, voice acting. We get hired to do commercials. Our main goal is just to give them as much opportunity and experience. And the industry right now is looking for more diverse storytelling. They are looking for more authentic representation and casting.
Since more opportunities are opening up, the management agency, Sandstone Artists, decided to establish a neurodivergent division in 2025, representing Spec Lab Studios, actors, and others.
I am in awe of my actors and what they've accomplished, and they have booked things that I could have never imagined. Danny Bowman is my shining star of Love on the Spectrum. I've really been focused on having her represent brand. She has such a wonderful personality and she's very eloquent. But when she likes something, it comes from her heart. One of my clients, Dominique Brown, booked a feature film called A Tree is Blue, which is the directing debut of Dakota Johnson. He's also been a series regular on the show Atypical, so he does have a lot of experience. Also, God's Gang, that is a viral YouTube animated series. We ended up having 3 of my actors audition and then booked in roles on the show. One of many things that we've got on our slate, we're producing a show on May 4th that is part of the Netflix Is a Joke Comedy Festival. And a lot of my actors, a bunch of them are in the show, as well as other neurodivergent performers, but we're really proud of that.
With more opportunities welcoming individuals on the spectrum into media and entertainment, we can all look forward to the unique and innovative work this inclusive workforce will be creating.
I think that they're capable of so much. They really do elevate any project that they become part of.
Through JDS Creative Academy's video production job training program, we have seen for ourselves what those with developmental disabilities can achieve. We're very proud of our program participants.
Absolutely. We're also happy to see autism awareness spreading. Here in Temecula, California, Europa Village Winery is hosting an Autism Acceptance Gala supporting the Autism Society of America. Students from a local high school's workability program will serve guests, a powerful example of inclusion and community engagement.
Many of us have needed medical tests, but dreaded the inconvenience of going to a medical office to get them done. Fortunately, thanks to technology, an increasing number of tests that used to require a doctor's visit can now be done at home.
If you have risk factors for heart disease, such as a sedentary lifestyle, it's a good idea to check your cholesterol and lipids regularly. Now you can do it with an at-home test kit, which you can use to obtain a drop of blood and then mail it in.
Screenings for cervical cancer usually require a trip to the gynecologist for a pap smear. Until now, an at-home test kit, women can swab and send in a sample to the lab. Results are provided in 2 to 5 days.
With our bodies constantly changing, we can sometimes become sensitive to certain foods. While this can be hard to pinpoint, there is a new at-home test that can measure your immune response to 96 common foods. You just collect your sample, mail it in, and you'll be able to see the results with their app in a matter of days.
You can even test your liver function at home. Using a painless lancet, you can just draw 4 to 5 drops of blood, which is enough to measure 7 different important biomarkers.
Cortisol, known as the stress hormone, plays a crucial role in various body functions. Now you can instantly find out how it affects you. Their home test measures the cortisol in your saliva and uploads the results to your phone.
These are just a few new at-home tests, but there are many more out there. If you want to learn more about the tests we've mentioned, we've got links on our Spirit of Innovation website.
We launched our Title 17 job training program back in 2018. And ever since then, it's been such an amazing journey watching all of our job training participants learn and grow. It is truly one of the best parts of our job.
It really is. We also like learning about other nonprofit organizations that provide workforce and life skill training opportunities to neurodiverse populations. Take a look as we explore how TERI Campus of Life in San Marcos, California, provide ways for the entire community to get involved.
The San Diego County-based nonprofit TERI, which stands for Training, Education, and Research Institute, was initially founded in 1980 by Cheryl Kilmer in Oceanside, where their learning academy is currently located. In 2002, the land for what would become the Campus of Life was purchased.
We serve people, adults, children, and seniors who have special needs from birth through end of life, and we are also open to the public, so we have an integrated community that we're building here on campus. Every individual has value. And so one of the things that we focus on is creating an inclusive community where everyone can come and be a part of an exceptional quality of life, create value, form friendships, get employment, and really contribute to the well-being of the community as a whole and to each individual.
TERI offers a variety of services and workforce training opportunities. Program participants include those in their day programs as well as those living in 13 residential homes throughout North County, San Diego.
We have over 20 educational and enrichment programs here on campus. They might be doing our equestrian therapy program. They might be working in our fine arts program. They might be performing in our performing arts program. And then we have our vocational training programs. Our internship programs, they get an individualized career path. And then they might train in our commercial kitchen. They might be working in Common Grounds, which is our cafe. So there's a lot going on at any given time here on campus.
I've learned many skills. I've learned a lot of team building as I interacted with the chefs and communicating with them. I love the people. I love everyone here is so pleasant. You know, it's a very pleasant, a very friendly vibe. Being in the kitchen and working with the staff. It's very enjoyable being with them.
While the TERI campus already spans a whopping 20 acres, they're working to expand even more.
In this next phase of development, one of our key areas of focus is moving all of our children's programs, our schools and the Learning Center over from Oceanside, and then we're also going to be putting in a large fitness and aquatic center, which will have a junior Olympic-sized pool, it will have a basketball court and a track, and weight rooms and rooms for dance and martial arts and all kinds of fun things, as well as the ability to open that up to the public. So high schools can come and use it, or just general people from the community.
TERI's funding comes from many different avenues, and all donations, big or small, make an impact.
We have a diverse funding stream that comes from the government, from the county, from the state, from the federal government, and then we have funding from our social responsibility program. So every meal that someone buys from the cafe, every show that they go to see at the theater, a wedding that someone might host here at TERI, all of those provide a revenue stream that go back into funding our programs.
TERI Campus for Life creates opportunities for individuals of all abilities to learn, work, and thrive, proving that when a community comes together, anyone can benefit.
It's time for our Community Moment segment, where we enjoy in-depth discussions with community members who have unique perspectives on business and life.
This month, we continue our celebration of Autism Acceptance Month with Temecula Valley Unified School District's special education teacher, Crystal Pastorian. We discuss the ways public schools support special ed students and set them up for success.
Welcome back to the Community Moment. I'm really excited for today's guest. Thank you for being with us, Crystal. You're a woman after my own heart. You teach in the special needs area. Why in high school would you say that ninth grade coming in students, that's such a pivotal year for them?
Ninth grade is a critical year. It's what we would call a transitional year. So anytime you're moving from an elementary to a middle school, or from a middle school into a high school, and high school post-secondary, whether it be college or into an adult program, it's a transitional year. So those can be very, very difficult years, especially when we're working with our students with disabilities. So it's important that we create kind of a soft landing as much as we can.
Well, how can families and teachers work together for the children to make sure that they have appropriate goals inside and outside of the classroom?
It's kind of already built in structurally. So when you transition into whatever new year or new school that you're going to, there's a transitional meeting that occurs. People from both teams are there together, and they start the conversation. What supports and accommodations are going to be needed in order for the transition into high school or middle school is going to create that easier, softer landing. And the awareness that parents need. Knowing your classes, knowing that we're no longer in a confined classroom or a self-contained classroom, but we're going to transition. We're moving passing periods, right?
Yeah.
Big campuses. So that sort of thing starts to get talked about a lot.
And how do your teams get creative, like to help support a student who may have interests and turn those into opportunities?
What it takes is an awareness. And as a team, it takes everyone. So if you have a science teacher or even a campus security who is noticing an interest that a student has, maybe they are doing percussions on the lunch tables, right? That kind of thing might be, do you have a musical interest? Are you interested in maybe joining a band? So it's really the awareness, paying attention, looking closely at those likes, dislikes, and special interests. Maybe it's gardening. Maybe you have a special interest in gardening. Maybe a student is playing in middle school or elementary school in the sand or the dirt, and they just keep gravitating there. Well, why? Yes, it could be comforting, soothing. It's tactile, all those things. But is there something more? So it's really awareness and just keeping your eyes open.
So in thinking about resources, what would you say are good resources for families and students to look for when they are transitioning or in high school?
The school obviously is a key place. Your Local school districts should have a page where your special educational services are listed. And in there, there's something called the Community Advisory Committee, or should be. If not, it's under a SELPA, S-E-L-P-A. That is a great resource. They typically put on trainings for families. Here in Temecula, we can go to our city page and we can look up different resources and see what parks might be inclusionary. Also, every county is going to have a regional center. Becoming a regional center client allows for additional services, whether you access them right away or later on down the road. And then, of course, the Department of Rehabilitation as well is also going to be able to provide resources as young people start to grow and get older. And again, have that ability. Where are we looking at in terms of workability? What is our skill level? So understanding where to go for your resources and supports is absolutely critical.
Well, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next time on the Community Moment. That was a very enlightening discussion. We have links to the community support organizations that Crystal mentioned on spiritofInnovation.org. As we transition into our next segment, Scott and I want to give a special shout out to Harris Casino in Valley Center and their employee, Felicia Stone. She nominated JDS Creative Academy to receive a $1,500 donation as her nonprofit of choice when she was honored as an Employee Volunteer of the Year. We thank Harris and Felicia and your amazing child, Aryn Porras, who we get to work with every day.
For this month's Aryn's Corner, our SOI team took a trip to learn how a unique business creates a fun, inclusive environment for everyone. Have a look.
Today we're here at the Hungry Dragon in Murrieta, California. Fantasy fans visit the shop and play tabletop games such as Dungeons & Dragons or D&D, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and many others. There's even a cafe with fantasy-themed food and drinks. I really look forward to checking it out. I'm here with the owners, Kevin and Johnny. How did you both come up with the idea of starting a business with both a cafe and tabletop gaming?
It was kind of the environment that we always kind of wanted to hang out in and just weren't quite finding out in the world.
We hung out at a lot of local game stores and we kind of like played in these tournaments that were like long, and we're like, man, if we just had some food.
What kind of foods and drinks are served in the cafe and what makes them fantasy themed?
We serve a lot of foods that are kind of like you can eat and play, you know, so like we have like a hot dog called the Chubby Dragon. So it's like this hot dog wrapped in cheese with bacon and sauce on it. People love it. The fantasy themes we have, like, you know, like I said, the dragons, and there's also a thing called a Goblin Bites, you know, a drink called the Witch's Brew, which is like a lavender lemonade. So it makes things a lot more fun when you order it.
Could you tell us about the different versions of tabletop games that people can play at the Hungry Dragon?
So I guess the broad strokes are trading card games, board games, and tabletop role-playing games. We have a wide range of basically all of those categories.
Then tabletop games like Warhammer, and we're also doing the new stuff that are coming out as well, like the new Gundam assembly kits that are coming out. People really are looking forward to that.
Can people bring their own games or do they borrow them from here?
Both options are available. If we don't have a game that you're really into, you're welcome to bring it in. Our tables are available first come, first served, 7 days a week.
I've heard there are classes for dice making and learn to play. What do the students do and learn in these classes?
So we host a lot of different learn to plays. We'll teach like how to play certain trading card games and things like that. The big one is the Dungeons and Dragons learn to play. We have pro dungeon masters who come in and just kind of show you the ropes. It's slow paced, lots of space to kind of ask questions and get them answered and things like that.
How would someone who is new to these tabletop games be received by veteran gamers who come here?
I think one of the strongest things about our shop is our community. The people here are incredible. They're so just open and willing to share the things that they're excited for and passionate about.
It's really cool to hear the community saying they just like being here and spending their day here.
During my visit at the Hungry Dragon, I got to try out their barbecue Philly cheesesteak sliders and their drink Witch's Brew, which sounded fun and I wanted to try it. I really enjoyed both of them. If you have any recommendations on where we should visit, send us an email at info@spiritofinnovation.org. Now back to you in the studio.
It's DigiFest time. Our signature event is here, and this year we're going all out. Our 10-year celebration is our biggest and best event yet. We've got an incredible lineup of speakers, panels, and live entertainment that you won't want to miss. Have a look.
Our 10-year DigiFest celebration is almost here. Join us on April 24th, 25th, and 26th at JDS Studio in Temecula, California, as we come together to champion digital media and foster connection and creativity. Don't miss your chance to walk the blue carpet and see for yourself why DigiFest is so much more than a film festival. Check out the dozens of competition entries submitted from all over the world as they compete for a coveted Digi Award. Vote for your favorites to win People's Choice. Plus, don't miss our star-studded lineup of guest speakers and entertainment, including rapper and firstborn heir of Dr. Dre, Curtis Young, celebrity business coach Kim Walsh-Phillips, Sam Larson from Glee, television and film actor Colin Egglesfield, Emmy Award-winning Daily Show writer Rob Kuttner, Subodh Garg from Love on the Spectrum, American Idol Season 1 finalist, Broadway performer, and keynote speaker Justin Carini, and many more. You will learn from the best of the best in entertainment and digital content creation as we welcome industry professionals to the DigiFest stage. Enjoy special screenings of the festival's top-scored video and film submissions. Then see who wins at the highly anticipated Digi Awards ceremony. Find out who walks away with a Digi, honorable mention, or People's Choice. Make the most of your DigiFest experience with a 3-day VIP all-access pass. Enjoy all the day-to-day amenities, plus you'll walk away with an official DigiFest and JDS Studio swag bag, exclusive blue carpet interviews and photos, lunch, and a free beverage of your choice per day. 3-day all-access passes and individual tickets are also available. Grab yours now because it's all selling out fast. Go to digifesttemecula.org now to purchase your tickets and stay up to date on all things DigiFest.
DigiFest isn't the only event we're preparing for. Our annual spring showcase will be here before you know it, and we're doing Guys and Dolls Jr. It's going to be a performance you won't want to miss. Plus, our Improv Script-to-Stage Summer Camp is also right around the corner. Here's more.
Get ready to have a blast and watch the JDSCA musical theater students cut a rug as they gear up for our annual JDS Creative Academy Spring Showcase. Led by director Scott Strand and the amazing JDSCA team, audiences will experience the hustle and bustle of 1940s New York City as we bring you our production of Guys and Dolls Jr. on May 30th and 31st. See our backstage production class. Artistic director Katie McComb brings the Big Apple to life with sets, costumes, props, and more. Plus, don't miss our filmmaking and scriptwriting classes as they showcase their creativity they worked on all semester long. It's almost that time of year again. Our annual Improv Script-to-Stage Summer Camp is right around the corner. It's a fun 2 weeks as our campers get to explore their inner creativity with improv acting, writing, and hands-on backstage experience under the guidance of our JDS Creative Academy team. The fun and creativity culminate in a must-see theatrical performance of the campers' original production. In addition, another summer camp program will be joining the festivities. Through a partnership with the Hemet Unified School District, JDS Creative Academy will host a CTE documentary making digital media camp. Teens will learn the art of filmmaking as they cover the happenings of the Script-to-Stage camp. Spots are filling fast. There are only 20 spots available as enrollment has opened April 1st. For our Improv Script-to-Stage Summer Camp, visit jdscreativeacademy.org now to enroll and secure your spot.
As we get ready to wrap up, we want to remind you to follow us on social media and subscribe to the #JDSFamily newsletter. It'll keep you in the know about everything happening in the world of creativity and here at JDS Studio. You can find us on YouTube and on our website. We are streaming nationally and broadcasting throughout Southern California on ABC and local regional channels.
Please also check out our training participants with their TV shows, radio broadcast, and the podcast SOI Talk. Well, you know with who. That guy right there, Scott Strand.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time with a new Spirit of Innovation, Arts Across America.
Before we go, let's take a moment and check out art that begins with a couple drops of paint and then grows into something entirely different. Have a look. Well, that's it for this episode.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next time,
SOI out.